One of the teachings of the Maggid of Mezrich. Who was the Maggid of Mezrich? Maggid of Mezrich was Dov Ber of Mezrich. He was the main pupil of the Baal Shem Tov. And he became the teacher of all of the Hasidic masters after him. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berdichev and I'm sorry, the Yezusha Manipoli and Eli Melech Lishens, all these great holy men. And of course, the first Rebbe of Chabad. First Rebbe of Chabad was the youngest of all of his pupils. And in some ways, the most outstanding. He told the first Rebbe of Chabad to write a Shulchan Aruch and also to write a Sidur, a prayer book. One of the teachings of the Maggid of Mezrich, right? The pupil of the main pupil of the Baal Shem Tov, Maggid of Mezrich, heard by the Alter Rebbe, which was heard by the first Rebbe of Chabad when he was in Mezrich for the first time for the late summer, said like this. There's a sentence in the prophets, sentence in the prophet, in Yeshayahu, Isaiah. It says, I have made the earth, and upon it I put man. Anochi barati et Anochi asiti. I have made the oret, the land, the Adam alel barati, and on man, upon it, I created. That's what Isaiah said. Of course, he's quoting God. God said, I have made the earth and I have created man. The word for created, we'll see, is the same numerical value, gematria, as the number of commandments, 613. Let's see one in a minute. I have made the earth, and upon it I created man. Anochi, I. This is God. But there's a lot of aspects of God. When God gave the 10 commandments, the first word of the 10 commandments is Anochi, I. Anochi is not a name of God. Anochi really hints at the essence of God, which is above any names. God said, I, the one who is the true I, unknown to and concealed from even the highest emanations from any of the names of God, I, said God, I put my essence by means of all these contractions and veils, asiti, to make emanations and creations, to make Atzilut and Bria, and the angels, the Seraphim, the Chayot, the different names of angels, and all the worlds without any end. I made this physical world. That's Asiti. I made the world. I made the world. In other words, the world is infinitely important to God. I made it. But I created man upon it. I created man. Man is the purpose of what? Okay. I created man on it. Man is the end purpose of creation. Why was man created? Barati. The man was created to fulfill the numerical value of Barati. What's the numerical value of Barati? 613 commandments. As the book of Pardes says, it quotes, Pardes was a book which was written by Rev Moshe Cordovero. He was right before the Arizal. And he quotes a Sefer of Bahir. Sefer of Bahir was written 1,000 more years before that. It said the attribute of Chesed in front of God. Right? God has all these different aspects. These aspects of God have life. And it says that the aspect of God's kindness complained to God, Master of the universe, since you created Abraham, I have not been able to do my task. Abraham is doing in my place. Why? Because God's kindness can only come to people who at least are a vessel for the kindness. And Abraham, he gave kindness to everybody and even figured out a way to convince them to receive this kindness. He said he made a free hotel in the middle of the desert, and he gave away food, And even the worst people came there, and he said, "You want free food?" And they said, "Sure." Yeah, you got steaks? Got a steak, sure. You got wine? Got wine. What about a nice big cake, 5 layer, 20 layer cake? I got it. Okay, I want it. How much does it cost? All you have to do is say, "Thank God. Thank you, creator of the universe." That's all. And people said, "No problem." I'll say, "Well, let's see if it works, right? Thank you, creator of the universe." Okay, whatever you want, take. People said, "I don't believe it." And they told their friends, and everyone came and said, "Thank you, creator of the universe. I want a double decker. I want this. Whatever you want, you can get. Anything you want to eat. Pheasant under glass, it's yours. Just say, "Thank you, God." It says the aspect of God's kindness couldn't do that. There's people that can't accept God's kindness. They're not able, and Abraham made it that everybody could accept his kindness. It says the attribute of God's kindness, complain. It says, since Abraham, you created Abraham in the world, and Abraham's decided to serve you. So Abraham, he's a soul and a body. He's doing hospitality to strangers as a meaning of spreading out the ideas of God in this world. He's on a higher level than the attribute of kindness, what's called a batzilut, of the highest levels of godliness. This is an expression of envy of Abraham's service. This is what it says in the Midrash, of Abraham's service by Atzilut. And there was a Jew doing a physical commandment in this world is higher than the highest aspects of godliness in the spiritual worlds. And that's what it means. God said, "I created the worlds. I created all these different levels. It's infinitely complicated. I created it, and I'm creating it all the time, every moment, brand new. Time itself is a creation, and it's all for the sake of man, and man is for the sake of the commandments, of doing what it says in the commandments." As we'll talk about more, God willing, tomorrow. Oh, a story. I got a story. I'll tell you a story. I wrote the story down. Let's second. Here we go. No, it doesn't stop recording. I can only stop the recording from here. See this? Over there.